What's going on, guys? So today on this Shoky Quickie, we're going to take a look at something fairly new. And if you're following Life Shoky vlogs, I did an unboxing when I got these guys in, and it is a cool little figure, more or less, a little transforming figure from a company called 52 Toys. And this is the Beast Box line of theirs, and this is BB04, that's Beast Box 04, Moma. And you see a really cool, like, broken down mechanical diagram version of it right there on a nice little background. And here you got a little bitty box kind of trapped in the display. I actually like this whole get up here. Now if you come over here, you've got Release the Beast right there, and got him in his box form. I'm guessing this is symbols for the different beasts or different battle types. I don't know. You got Made in China right there. Come to this side, you got the Beast Box logo. I really dig that. That is very 90s. Maybe late 80s. That is an amazing feature. There you got claws, Beast Box. So, now, if there's a story behind this, or a series, or something behind it, I do not know. I've not been able to find anything. But you got produced by 52 Toys. Mechanical design is by that person. Industrial design is by that. Everything else is in Chinese, I guess. You got customers at 52toys.com. Maybe I'll hit them up, see if I can find anything. And you got age 15 plus. Sad Pac-Man! Stealing that straight up from MGO. Sad Pac-Man. And of course the big thing here. Copyright 2017, 52 Toys. All rights reserved. Now I picked this up at Big Bad Toy Store. They have a few of them. Now you also got all the caution stuff down below. Now let's go ahead and get this guy out real quick. Very simple. Just go ahead and yoink the whole thing out. We'll set the box off to the side. Here we have the instructions that have a really nice drawn version there, even with some of the diagram. Really do like that. And there's your illustration by. Yay for that. Now you can pull this plastic crate out of here. We'll look at that in a second. Take the clamshell off, and we'll set Moma down like so. Set all that off to the side. Now there's a couple other things that come in a box. We'll look at that in just a second after the instructions. Instructions are very, very simple. So you've got beast mode version here. It tells you to go a multitude of different ways. So you've got to go from beast mode to box mode in 14 steps. Couldn't think of the word. You know, steps. It's a thing. And of course, if you want to go from box to beast mode, fairly intuitive, although some of the things are like, huh? What? Now, once again, there's no story behind this, it's just the instructions, and I really do dig it. Now, if you look down here, you get alternate versions. You've got, folding over. You got Moma right in the middle, nice action thing there. You got Elephants over here, which I do have. I really do dig that, and you have a kind of neon blue Moma version there. This guy is expensive. That's why I don't have that one. But let's go ahead and fold the instructions up, set those aside. Now you do get a character card, which makes you think that it is sort of like a game of some sort. Almost, it reminds me a little bit of, oh geez, I can't even think of it now, where you throw the little balls, little creatures come out. God, I can't, not Pokemon, not Pokemon. I'll think of it eventually. But you got MO4 as the logo there. Moma, got the box there. Nice illustration. Beast Box in color. You got whatever the different things are. You got strength is 834. Defense is 980. Though that's spelled wrong. That's spelled as defense, not defense. And then you got intelligent 200. So it's kind of stupid. But, you know, it is what it is. If you look at the back side, you got a little bit more of a breakdown. You got profile, Moma. You got a scan dealie there. That's why I think there's got to be a game. Maybe it's a digital game. That would make a little bit more sense to me. And you've got strength, defense, spelled wrong, intelligence, correct, speed, and courage. Courage. Moma moves like a tank. His trunk and tusk are fetal weapons, which I don't think that's the word they wanted. Ears are powerful shields, and no one can defeat him from the front, but the only defeat record of him was a mice bited his tail. Clearly written and translated by Chinese people, if I had to guess, but nice hefty character card. That's pretty cool. Now, real quick, we're going to keep going with weird things in the box. So you get these little instructions, and they go with this. This is called the box charger. So nice, hard, clear plastic box charger imprinted right there. And you see it's got little bits here, interlocking bits down here. Now this will come in handy, but only with this as far as I've seen, unless some of the other figures do have this. But it shows you right here, you have a PVC plastic card that comes in a single little sheet inside. And this shows you how to lay it out like so, and then you want to fold it in half. Now it is actually in here. You can see it right there, more or less. And that is for a silly gimmick that, at least in my mind, doesn't work. So you can see it all folded up right here. So what you want to do is you take your Moma, like so. Now, I don't know the direction he's technically supposed to face. I like putting him in with the MO4 facing outward. You close that up, and it's supposed to be like springy. It's supposed to have a spring action and kind of throw the guy out. Maybe if I have it facing this way. I mean, it's not exactly super springy, so I mean that. Hold on. Maybe actually, yeah, maybe squeezing it is what does it. Okay, so it doesn't really do it, but it's pretty cool. It's also good for storage. I like keeping mine in there. So far, I've only got a few of these guys, and these are the biggest ones I've gotten. Now, they do also have the gorilla, they have the dino, or the like little raptor dude, and then they have a triceratops, which I have not yet found for purchasing, because I would really like that, because I like me some triceratops. Let's move this out of the way. Now, and crate mode, box mode, looks pretty cool. I like the little indentations here. You got all kinds of different molded plastics, tiny little bit of paint. You got some tamper things here. Caution! And then MO4. Got an arrow. You got some little dots. Come around here. You got a little bit of marking. You got some yellow stuff going on clearly. And you got a repeat on that side. MO4 right there. New logo there. Some pin joints hanging out. And come down here. Same difference. So really cool. Fairly hefty. Probably a few ounces. Easy. Now, of course, these are transforming figures, as we've already seen. He does turn into a little, like, mammoth-y mode. Now, there's a couple different ways you can transform it. The more official way is like this. So, first and foremost, you want to start right here with this gray flap and red bit. Just pull that up. It's on a slide joint. You're going to pull that out and rotate it 180 degrees. Tap it back down. Just like so. Now, you want to come up to... Technically, that would have been on top. My bad. So you have this little part here near the trunk. You want to pull this forward and then down. And that's going to untab a few things. You can grab here and you can unfold the whole dude like so. And this is where things get slightly confusing. But you can pull this part. Wait, hold on. Tilt these out and down. A little bit, move what are going to clearly be the front legs. You want to rotate these, come on, backwards just a little bit, and you can see a tab hole there. Go ahead and tab them in. Pull them out just a little bit, tab it in. Now you want this whole part to come forward by itself, just this red spotty bit. It will come forward. Now you'll see a kind of a through hole right there. You got tabs right there. So you want to rotate this down while simultaneously flipping that up and plugging it in. If you don't do that, then you're going to find yourself in a weird bind with the front legs. I didn't quite rotate that clear. Rotate upward, rotate down, peg in. You'll feel the nice little click of the peg. Come to the back legs again. Go ahead and unfold that. So you got the arrow like that. Rotate them down. So flip the leg out. Rotate down. Come back here. Pop up the tail. Kind of just fix the legs however you need to. Go ahead and rotate the whole head downward. You got the little trunky bit hanging out here. Okay. And then you want to come up here, flip up the ears. You can rotate out the tusks. And with a little bit of cleanup, boom. There you go with Moma. Now in his actual little animal mode, little mammoth mode, does look very cool. You get to see so much more. You got the yellow tusks out here, and by the way, they will rotate, so you can totally play with them however you want. So you can go really widespread. You can have them close in like so. You can now see he's got a couple eyes right there. And I do wish they were green, I believe. Yeah, green and black center eye to actually match. Maybe down the line I'll actually paint that just because. I would have to try to figure out how this guy comes apart. Because everything is mounted on either pegs. I think there's a few minor screws. Now, the ears will wiggle waggle. And I kind of wish these would open up for like weapons or something. I like that they're like more or less like a big vent. I really like that. I really would love a Gundam colored version of this guy, white, blue, and yellow. I think that would be amazing. Now, articulation he does have. So the head will move up and down because of transformation. The trunk itself will move a little bit, also because of transformation. But you got a hinge here and a hinge here. Now, it looks like there's a hinge down here, but as far as I can tell, it does not move. Like the actual tip of the trunk doesn't necessarily move, except to go back into box mode, which is what that is for. The legs, you gotta make sure you leave them pegged in. You got them on kind of a slide with a rotation and a ball joint right there. You can pop them off fairly easily, but you can actually bend them at the knees backwards, a little bit like that. Got a little flippy floppy ankle there. I like to give him a little bit of a forward movement with his legs. Like kind of have them tilted just a little bit forward and do like that, because realistically I think elephant legs do tilt backwards like their front legs, unlike most mammals actually have the reverse knee on the front leg. I could be wrong. Somebody look that up. Back legs are also on some little slide ball joints, hips like so. The knees work due to transformation. You get, I think the back feet should move. Yeah, they're just on little ball joints, pretty hefty. The tail keeps flipping down, but it is totally there, little bitty tail. But I really do like them. Now, if these things are meant for a game or if they're meant for whatever, I have no idea. I think it just looks really cool. I do, like I said, I wish the eyes were green and black. I think it would stand out significantly better, because otherwise you get all the same color. You got the nice big hump on the back, lower hips and stuff like that back here. It looks pretty good. I really do like it. I think it's a lot of fun. And realistically, they're not super expensive, but for like a third-party random toy that nobody's ever heard of, they are a little bit pricey. Now, originally I thought these were in the $12-ish range. I believe these are actually $21, which caught me off guard when I realized it. I was like, wait a minute, that's 20 bucks? I mean, it's hefty. It's a good chunk of plastic. The engineering is really well done for whatever it's supposed to technically be. I do like it. But they are a little bit pricey, but really, really cool. And like I said, I got it at a Big Bad Toy Store. I've seen it online at a few other different retailers, or e-tailers, so to speak. I even found a website, I believe you can get them from China or Japan, which is where I first saw some of the other ones I did not know were a thing, and odds are I'm going to have to get those too, because I really do dig them. And they do come in an assortment of colors and designs. And of course, like I said, there's a gorilla, which I'm not super interested in, but I might pick up. It costs the same as this. The little bitty dino, like raptor guys, which I've just recently got, and we will see very soon. And then there's the Triceratops, which I have not found anywhere, but I would really like to have it, because this is number 4 in the line. That means there's already 3 others that I don't even know. But I like the fact they give them in different themes. So this is the base Moma, and then next time we're going to take a look at the Elephants version, which is a cool Egyptian version. So yay for that. Now, of course, real quick before we finish this up, there's Wally. Wally and his little robotic elephant buddy. Another thing that would be really cool would be to get a Black Mastodon version from Power Rangers. I think that would be a lot of fun. Just repaint it with the Power Rangers colors. That'd be great. But guys, if you like this little dude, give me a little thumbs up down there. Let me know. If you know anything more about these than I do, please, by all means, leave a comment. And guys, subscribe if you are new here. If you want to check out the Patreon, it'll be right here on the screen, so you can help support the channel right there and join the Patreon family, or become patroneers, as as I call them. But I'll catch you guys on the next review. And remember, as always, keep on nerding.